What's up, everyone? It's Ty Cole here with Your Voice Media, and we are talking to Daniel Bellomy. Listen, you are killing it as Zeke. I
Oh
mean,
wow. Much
I've
time.
seen you in a couple other things before, like Suits and things of that nature, but you really are shining in this role here. And the
Yeah.
ladies are loving you. I mean, every time I go on Twitter, I see like a new either meme or girls are just fangirling over you. So how does it feel? Like, how is it to see the social media reaction be so positive, especially with you in this role?
Yeah, I've been getting positive love from everybody, really, like just all around. And it just really feels good. I mean, just to be doing what you love to do. And, I'm a very hard worker. So it's nice to see, to be able to celebrate and to share that work with people and they're excited about it and, and having all the different kinds of responses. So it's really exciting. It's just, it's like, it's so much energy coming at you.
Yeah.
And it's just like over the premiere weekend, it was just a really energized weekend. I felt the energy. It was fun. It was exciting. Yeah.
And
And
you
it's, and
look
it's
sharp too. Like I love the suit and the pink shirt, the salmon colored shirt. Like you look really sharp for the premiere weekend.
I was trying, well, not really trying. It's not a hard thing, but
I know that is not a hard thing when you're Daniel, okay? I
uh,
love that. Now,
yeah.
Zeke's hair is always black. What I usually see on your social media, you have it dyed as brown. So do you dye your hair for Zeke's character or
Uh, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. What kind of things that Zeke will get into. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? As you can see, my hair is a different color. It's not
Mhm.
the color that Zeke would dye his hair. This is a Daniel color right now, but but he might get into some different styles. We'll see. He's going to be a lot in the show, so he might need to, do something different.
Right, do something different. Now,
Yeah.
season two is here, and there's a lot of big things we're popping off. I mean, last season was crazy for your character. He got
You
shot
did
at,
get.
he was shot at,
Yeah, yeah.
he was shot at, you're hooking up with the professor, what I'm saying, Carrie, your big love interest. And this season,
How can
Monet
you
is
not?
and
Beautiful.
now Monet is banking on Zeke to get drafted to make sure the family is set. So basically, you're the meal ticket to get them out of the drug game. Now, with all that pressure on your back, what can we expect from Zeke and how will he keep it together?
Yeah, well, so Zeke for episode one, Zeke doesn't know like that he's the meal ticket as of yet.
Right. He doesn't know yet.
This is something that Monet is discussing with her family, with her children, so Zeke is just kind of feeling this like overwhelming pressure. He's very loyal to his aunt. He loves her. He's like very grateful for her to taking care of him and, looking out for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's going to get really interesting, honestly. Like it's going to get crazy.
Mhm.
Going to feel like it's a lot of layers to it. He's definitely feeling the pressure, and it's kind of a dilemma because he does need to take responsibility of himself. He needs to grow up. He needs to be a man. He needs to make his choice. Decide what is going to be the best for his future. But it's kind of hard to do that when there are other influences that aren't being completely honest and maybe are manipulating and seeking to exploit him. And you even saw, I feel like his cousins was a little hating on him a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
A
And
little bit, not
like
too much, a little.
huh?
I said just a little bit.
But you got to understand, like Zeke is like he's excited to go all in for his family, like what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And if the people he's going all in for are like you know got other agendas, it's kind of it's he's really tied up right now. He's
Right.
really tied.
Now, with all of that being said, and you're just going through different transitions, how will he grow this season? Because I think that slowly in the first episode, you kind of see small changes in growth and development with each character. I mean, from Diana really utilizing what Monet's, advice was to her when it comes to being a woman, to
Yeah.
Tariq, who is, really channeling his inner father, Ghost, and everyone else around. So how will your character grow this season? And what are some of the challenges that he'll face and we'll see, Zeke go through this season? Like, will we see more of him? Because I feel like we
You're gonna
saw
see
a little bit, but
a
we
lot
didn't
of them.
see enough.
You're gonna see a whole lot of them, and he's gonna find out. He's going to grow in that he's going to, he's just gonna, he's just gonna learn about who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's going to decide who he is. He has to come. Right now, he's just kind of running and gunning. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really know anything, and they're not telling him anything. He's very sort of oblivious to everything that's going around him. Because he's a player. And so he's
in all ways.
Yeah, huh?
He's a player in all different types of ways.
And his eyes, but he's also very naive and very innocent. There's a lot of things that he just is not aware of, and he's about to become aware. He's about to become aware, whether he's ready for it or not. And that's it's going to be really fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever considered playing ball? Have you played ball before? And because of your height, were you ever pressured to do so?
So yeah, I definitely was pressured to play ball when I was younger, but I also loved playing ball. It was a way for me to get more in tune with my body. It was a way for me to just socialize and a lot of different things. So ball was playing ball was really close to me growing up, and then I got into the arts. I got into music and drama, and that kind of carried me through to where I am now. And so being able to practice basketball with this role it's been a real gift, especially through COVID and this whole year. I'm just on the court somewhere, dribbling the ball, working on my emotions and stuff. So it's really been a real blessing. Yeah.
I love that. Now, how supportive was your parents when it came to you chasing your dreams in the arts? Because sometimes when parents hear acting and when they hear singing, they're just they're a little hesitant. So how supportive was your parents and your family with you taking up music and acting when attending college and now being a full-fledged, creative?
Yeah, it was challenging because I was so into basketball, but the arts, I say, really saved my life because during that time when I was younger, basketball was I was put in an environment where it wasn't working out around me anymore. And so the arts was that thing that could keep me grounded and keep me engaged, and keep me in the right state of mind where I could move forward. You know what I'm saying? So of course you had the people in the community, in the neighborhood, around you, blah, 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 blah. But my family's pretty tight. And so, I don't know, you saw, and they was all there at the premiere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we it's about family. So we're gonna, we got a motto, you really can do anything you want to do,
Love that. Now,
Yeah.
Zeke's in college. She's a freshman. Did you have a similar, was your college experience similar to Zeke's, or was it different?
In what way?
College in general. So, Zeke, he's
was I do my homework? Is that what you're asking?
I mean, everything, Daniel. Did you do your homework? Were you this big popular person on campus, or were you more to yourself? How similar was your college experience, or not similar to Zeke?
Yeah, I went to art school, so it was a little different.
And I'm gonna assume you did do your homework. I'm gonna assume you didn't have a Tariq around doing the homework for you.
I wouldn't be worried if I didn't do my homework. So
right,
let's nip that in the bud. That's the problem. But you know, I definitely can relate to that. I mean, like when you're an athlete, when you're such a big presence, or just like, you know, you're a very talented person and you got a lot of different charismas to you. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy to get people to do things for you. Like, and I've been there, been able to get past on my charm or my, you know, or just whatever
What's
people.
the one thing you've used your charm for in college that you got away with?
Oh my God. I was oh my God, like too many things. I can't even go into it, like, because it's actually painful to think, like, dang, Daniel, you really did that. Like, you really, like,
Oh,
you.
wow, Daniel. He was really outside at college, really using the charm.
Really did that. Like, you really cheated yourself in that moment. It's very important to do your own work. It's very important to follow through. It's very important to not cheat, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like if you ain't do that work, it's going to show up somewhere.
Right.
Oh, that's deep. I can't go. That's too deep.
Okay. Just for y'all who are watching, he definitely had used his charm. He probably uses his charm today. You never know. Wait. Now, with Carrie and with Zeke, you know, everyone is kind of like on the fence. They're like kind of here for it, and then some people are not. So it's really divided. You, Daniel, are you rooting for this relationship between Zeke and Professor Carrie?
Me personally, I love working with Melanie. Like, she is so beautiful. She's so talented. But as far as their relationship, you know, it's kind of sticky, you know what I'm saying? Because it does cross a lot of boundaries. You know, but Zeke is grown, but at the same time, it's not the best relationship for him. Like, it's not going to do him good. Like, he need to get out of there. But you know, like the young and very beautiful woman, and she's smart. So, you know, it's hard to kind of, you know, to remove that tie. But I think that, you know, I think that it'll be in his best interest to let that go.
Right.
But
he is a little naive.
Huh?
Because Zeke is a little naive. Like, you can tell, like, he's very, like, he's so infatuated with Carrie. And you could tell, like, he's, like, super, like, in love. And she's kind of, like, on her grown woman, where she's kind of just, like, this is fun. Like,
yeah,
you know?
I mean, she's a beautiful woman. He's a young man. But she's also smart. You know, she listens to him, you know, it's kind of like he feels like he's able to have a voice with her a little bit, like some kind of power, some kind of agency for himself. You know, he gets to go and talk to Carrie, but it turns out that, you know, she kind of stirring up trouble. You know, she got to kind of like a big man, or, you know, she likes to get into things and figure things out, you know, and so his things are going beyond the bedroom. So, you know.
Okay. Now, one thing we haven't delved into is Zeke's personal life. Now, you live with your Aunt Monet, but not much is really known about Zeke's family, like mom, dad, etc. Will we kind of get to delve into that at some point? Like, would you hope that we get to, you know, build that dynamic for Zeke?
That's all. We're going to get into that.
Okay.
We're going to get into that. Yeah, we're going to get into that. It's going just
okay.
Yeah.
So basically, let us just relax, enjoy, and then wait till it happens.
Enjoy the show. Yeah.
Okay.
This season is about to be so good. I'm so excited for you guys to see it.
I'm excited. Now, the show is called Power, and clearly everyone struggles with power. You know, when they get power, sometimes it's like hard to like kind of, you know, keep it intact or really have control over it. Have you ever once before had so much power and it was hard for you to kind of keep it in control? And how do you keep control of your own power that you have?
That's a really good question. Actually, my mom was just in town, and she was just expressing how happy she was that everything sort of was, you know, falling into place the way it is now for me, because I've always been a talent even when I was younger. But sometimes you can have that talent and that power is attracted to that talent, but not be in a place where you're ready to handle all that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. Like you say, and power is a lot. It will eat you up. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, I feel like coming to this place in my life now, in the game and ready, right, in my right mind, just saying, just ready for whatever comes at you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when I was younger, I wasn't, that wasn't my case, and that's in that sense. And so I can relate to that. I can relate to that question in that way.
Okay, love that.
Yeah.
Now, something else that's really dope that
But
people.
I think I missed. What was the second part?
Oh, I mean, you kind of answered it.
Uh,
You kind of just like gave me like a full overview, kind of answered the whole question. So,
yeah,
about having power.
yeah.
Speaking of power,
But
though, you have.
power much responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot that comes with it. So you have to be not just ready for the praise and for the celebration, but for all the temptation, everything that comes, everything that's there, you know what I'm saying? Because everything that's good for you is not, everything that you can get is not good for you. You know what I'm saying? So being conscious of, those things that are going to continue to take you to where you are, aiming to be, where you are, striving to be aligned with.
I love that. And that's funny you say that certain phrase. Mom says that too. She says, everything that looks good to you isn't good for you. And I
Yeah.
keep that in my mind all the time, especially
Mhm.
being in entertainment and being in this type of lifestyle, and you can attest to it. Sometimes things that may look like, oh yeah, like this opportunity sometimes may not be the best opportunity for you to go into. But I think it's
Yeah,
good that you have that mindset.
it's really important.
It's
It's
really
really.
important.
Mhm.
Now, speaking of power, you have a powerful voice. Now,
Oh,
many may not know, but you're an amazing singer.
thank you.
And
So
one song that I really like about that I like from you, and I love the video, is Fire.
okay, yeah.
Now, Fire's fire. I gotta let you know that.
Thank
And
you,
it's
thank
like you can actually sing. Like I think that's something that we miss sometimes, especially in like today's music industry. You have a lot of people who are great in the studio, and you have people who can actually do live. And it sounds like you can do both. So, as an actor who's been on Broadway, you've guest starred on major TV shows, and now you're a central character on one of the biggest shows in the world. How do you find time to still pursue that passion? Because I feel like I would be overloaded.
I am, but it's
I
because I love. But when you love what you do, it's just like it's like it's like I'm grateful that I get to do the things that I do. That I, have the vision to want to pour into all my trades, all my talents. You know what I'm saying, and go fit them. You know what I'm saying. So I just feel blessed to be able to work on the things that I love to do. Just the opportunity to get up each day and say, hey, if I ain't got to do nothing today, I'm going to work on what I got to do. So it's just like if you like to do it, you find the time. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And
Yeah.
and those lanes and that time has been revealed to me in such a way that now than before or than any other time that is making me very, very, very excited. And I'm very, very excited for the things that I have to share with you guys.
Yeah. And you grew up in Detroit. So you grew
Yeah.
up in Detroit, and you use music as an outlet, because from young, you went through different things and experiences that we all do in the world, personal tragedies, different types of traumas, and just voice and finding your voice and finding your identity and finding who Daniel Lee Bellomy is. Now using music as an outlet, how much of your personal life are you willing to share through your music?
Well, it's like I feel like sometimes you might not get the literal story, but you get this. For me, I don't feel like we always need that. Some things are just too much. Like just the idea that someone can relate to this sound, or the feeling that's in this music, it really excites me. And I'm very hopeful that that becomes more and more and more rich and more clear, and that connection between the fans that are listening, it becomes more and more close. You know what I'm saying? And how sometimes you don't even have to say it, but you can see, we see each other. I was just at Mary J. Blige's concert the other day on last Thursday, and I mean, of course, she's been around for decades, and her fans, regardless if they know her complete story, right, they just with it, they just connected to the rock and to the rhythm and to the blues that is coming out from her. So, I can only dream that that I can have that closeness to my listeners one day.
Have you chatted with Mary about music, and has she given you any kind of advice?
Yeah, I really did, and it was really nice. She's Mary J. Blige. She's really awesome. I'm like, I think I'm in love with her. She's really amazing.
As we all are. So okay. What's been the best piece of advice that she's given you?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Nike, just do it. Period.
You're gonna wait first. Do it now,
Right. Okay. Now you have a project coming out, studio album called Odyssey, which is a follow-up from your EP that you had. Now, why the name Odyssey, and what can we expect from the studio album? Because I'm excited. I want it to drop now.
Thank you. That. Odyssey is the name means a long and eventful adventure or journey, and it's sort of this concept of water, of sea, of just bodies of water, just the sea is just like, sometimes in life you can go through periods of time where you are, it's like you don't even know how to swim. You just kind of being pushed and turned by every wave that come at you. And this is sort of me sort of kind of leveling up and sharing the process of mastering the seas, and no longer that victim of the sea, that individual who's just gonna go out into that adventure, go out into the sea and drown, but who has agency and power over himself in the water, in the sea, on that adventure, on that journey, and so it's just, with everything there's a journey, with everything there's some kind of road, and it can be eventful, but and coming to a place where how eventful that journey is, it doesn't change you. It doesn't dictate the power that you have inside of you. It's not going to, you're still going to be who you are. You're still going to get through it. You're still going to overcome. Right. You know what I'm saying? Still who you are, you know what I'm saying? So it's been very, very empowering for me, working through this album, and I'm very excited. I think that people are going to really connect to it.
Do we have a release date?
Soon come.
Okay. I need to come to be tomorrow. I know we gotta wait. Perfection takes time. So
I'm very with the perfection, but you know what I'm saying? I just, you know, the process, I'm a very process oriented person. I believe that process over product is the value is in the process. And you know, I've been so excited that people have been rocking with me, you know, and so I really want to do my due diligence to make sure that, you know, I honor my process, the things that I've learned, the things I've gained, and when I come and share with you guys are gonna be lifted up each time.
Okay. If you can work with 3 artists in the world right now for Odyssey, who would it be?
I would say that's a hard question because I'm already I'm discussing some collaborations with some folks.
Okay.
So I would say, like, you want me to give names?
Give us the names. If you can. You know what? Since you were discussing, I'll say, how about at least one?
I really would love. I mean, it don't have to happen on Odyssey, but like, I really want to do a collaboration with somebody like 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Yeah, like just
I mean,
like
you're kind of like right. I mean, you're in the same room, whatever. Like,
you know, just gotta keep digging into the process. But I'll give you. Okay, so I would love to do a project with 50 Cent. I would love to do something with one of my favorite rappers, Sada Baby. Something may happen. I don't know if you guys know this. Well, you probably know him, Drago. I wouldn't mind doing something with. No, that's 3. That's
okay.
3.
Because I was waiting for it. I'm like, come on,
that's 3.
Tell us.
I'm very excited for the different collaborations.
Okay.
That are going to be happening.
They trained you really well. I don't know what kind of media training you had, but you have been trained really well. Like you are not giving us as much, but you're giving us just enough to keep us on our toes. So I love that.
Oh, I'm just trained. Ain't nobody trained me. I'm just being me. I'm just
right. You don't want to speak on that until it happens. I love that. Now, my next question is this. So the Grammy nominations came out. Some artists were upset, some artists were happy. Now, you as an artist, do you think that it matters if you're nominated or not? Like, will that affect you? Will that bruise like your ego? Would that make you upset if you are not nominated for a Grammy in your career? Or is it just something that's like, well, I'm still doing what I love, still making music and still making fans happy?
That's a complex question because you got to be honest. Like, of course, you want to be celebrated by your peers and with your peers. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, I guess that's important sometimes. You know what I'm saying? To be celebrated within the collective. But you have to understand that any given season, the collective is going to have agendas, and whether or not you fit within that agenda, like, you can't control. And I think it's in your best interest to not try to control that, because it just sort of be kind of phony. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've definitely learned that it is about the fans. It is about the people like me who heard somebody, who saw somebody perform, who heard somebody kind of just do them. And then because of that, they traveled this long journey to maybe one day have the same opportunity and reach that same kind of freedom. And, and their art, your art pulled somebody, from their dark place or whatever, what I'm saying? Grammys don't disqualify that, what I'm saying? So I think that the Grammys is a wonderful thing, and to be nominated is an awesome thing, but it's not the total thing.
Okay. Now, what's your ultimate goal as an actor and as a singer?
Well, being on this show has been really, really enlightening because, you know, you get to see, you know, like 50 Cent, you know, Mary J. Blige, Method Man. You get to see them like kind of like do it all. You know what I'm saying? Be bona fide artists. Like they are, you know, they got their albums, you know, and they're still making their albums. They still, I mean, you know, Mary J. Blige went from the premiere to a concert the next day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, man, I gotta work, I gotta go harder. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So to that, I mean, my goal is just to always do it, you know, just to always to be forever engaged in the creative process that, you know, just to continues to set me free, you know, continues to allow me to be my most authentic self, you know. I want to be on this ship for a long time. So, you know, my goal is just to continue to go deeper and deeper, to be freer and freer, to just, you know, about gain more agency, gain more power. But you can't do that unless you just, you know, you got to continue to work.
Right. Okay. Now, before I let you go, I'm going to play a quick game, okay? So it's called Daniel's Universe. You ready? It's rapid fire questions.
Okay.
All right. So basically, it is a bunch of questions that have to do with Power Universe. So we're going to get your take on it. First question is this. Which lawyer are you going to if you're in trouble? Sachs, Tamika, or Davis?
Tamika. That's easy.
Yeah. Which right-hand man do you trust the more, Braden or Tommy?
Tommy.
Okay. Who do you trust more, Officer Blanca or Angie?
Officer Blanca.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Which mom do you feel really holds it down for their children, in your opinion, Tasha or Monet?
Monet.
Okay.
I'm kind of speaking as Daniel and loves me. It might be Tasha, but I'm gonna go with Monet because of my loyalty.
Loyalty to auntie. I love that. Which of the Tejada children would be the best to run the family business, Diana, Drew, or Kane?
Diana.
Which girl would be the best for Tariq to choose, Diana, Lauren, or Effie?
Effie.
Okay. Which girl would be the best? Oh, said that already. Which St. Patrick would you call to get things handled, Ghost or Tariq?
Well, Tariq is the only one alive.
Okay, Tariq. With how the series is going and the trouble the Tejadas keep getting looped into, do you think Zeke will make it to see his basketball dreams?
Yes.
Okay. If you could resurrect any character from Power Heaven, who would it be?
I'm gonna stay within my world. I feel like, you know, I wish they didn't do Jabari like that. Professor
Okay.
Jabari. I'm gonna resurrect him because he's in my world.
Okay, Jabari. The next pirate character who should get a spinoff should be
Monet.
Okay. And favorite pirate character of all time?
Favorite power character of all time. Tommy.
Awesome. Listen, you did a good job. Now, listen, Daniel, thanks so much for having us at Your Voice Media. You are going to kill it. Number one, you're already doing it. You're an actor. You're on a hit TV show. You're about to have a popping album, okay, in Odyssey. I'm coming for that to drop. And we're going to manifest that you will get a Grammy and you will get all the accolades for the album. and those dream collabs, even the ones you didn't tell me that you want to have on the album, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. You're so kind. I really appreciate you.
Of course, I appreciate you too. And listen, when you drop that, I'm gonna come back and talk to us about it.
Absolutely. I'll be back.
You gotta come back.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Daniel. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you too. Have a good day.
You too.